Mame fa na asema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Resetting agenda 1 year. So far, how far?
So far, so good. Meda wo ase biu meda Ghana fuankasa nso ase. Sebi emra yeba omenim ene omampeni John Dramani Mahama the message the agenda for research sebi omunya asompa etie yen omantie yen kwa omuye ye adom eto aba overwhelmingly 56+% edema President John Dramani Mahama amayen American say a very good, in fact, two-thirds majority in Parliament. Asidan kwana meet me the Ghana for. Na meet me answer so I can say based on that confidence now on more President Mahama emunu. Sebi ononso ayanaju say Sebi won't take it for granted that mandate now omodia mano no. We now motoma no overwhelmingly no on taking it for granted. Inti idea yeguso yes solve Ghana for problem one after the other. Once again, yada Ghana for you now say.
Now moda Ghana for asie na 1 year. O here policies are abided by titru ne dia mo capture ye e wo mo manifesto ni mu a na 1 year. Kamia say most no flagship ones no are being inaugurated, launched, and they are a big
aggressively. The investment economy brave.
But yet
can big push. Yes, me who send their major roads. Look in Ghana, Accra. The road from Accra to Pram is very important. It open up Accra to another part of the Volta region. The road from here to Dodowa will open up Accra to another region. The road from American Accra to Central region. Obian Aonam Southern the contractors are working the day and night. Many cases is here Accra to Ofango Kwine over $70 million in the release Ediama contractor. Sabio Obian Kasi 4 years we are BBA in 1 year. Pameno say Ghana Yesika 7. It is in better shape than we took it. And then Nkrofu ana buying Ediomoka domestic debt exchange program. Yeguswa yetu omo. Yeguswa yetu omo. Ye Ghana ye CD. Na do danko ekufuado say CD no aye hata. CD no enu nyam na article no. And the CD na aye more stable than the ever fire. And the Ghana ade a friend inflation. And the inflation above from single digits. Interest rate fall. Or minor name. But again, let me say this, and I say this with all due respect. Have we done everything that we promised Ghanaians? I'm not sure. How many years in Omodiama is 4 years. So far, how many years? After 1 year. It is work in progress. It is work in progress. And I am very confident that by the time our Mampeni John Dramani Mahama a big in 4 years now, the social contract now, Yene Timamufo, Yene Ghana for a signing here on the 7th of December 2024. No, Yebeye Amagana Abeka Beshe.
Lawyer, we are watching no regardless. I don't know, the Biana, Ottawa Swan, Otunianum from the opposition. A legend say the big one, no crown and yet more campaign mantra, crown one, who did 24-hour economy. No, let's only see about it. ɛno a na nkɔmunim sɛ no koraa na bɛ spearhead mo progressive and developing agenda no and the asma tiada
obi antin ho na even me kra me majuma me ya no azempi kra me no ka say ya te steering committee maketini you ye pe kwan a ye be ye 24-hour no in the petroleum downstream and no kai ka say committee no comac for so that chamber of bulk oil chamber of oil marketing companies omo Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, Omo, Ghana Police, also, oil companies, no, Eguso, Meno can say, you started a pilot program, Ewo Osu, any cantonments, anytime from now. Na Oba, baby, a jetty, ye the oil no bar, baby, a far answer, at the aba or my enemies. A idea ye per kwanya ye bet me started the 24-hour economy. Ye per se ye netema oil refinery. Ye better kwanya bet me started the 24-hour economy. It is obi kasi anamuntu bia en koswa. Sebi no nim the air koso. I can tell you, even at Mimi sector, what we are doing to ensure say we materialize the 24-hour economy. And I know say other places are equally doing the same. Yes.
I see.
I can understand. Look, Sebi, my co-opposition now. In the year 2016, my co-opposition also did that.
Hello, Lawyer.
Hello, Major Jamie.
Pacha Fediaba.
In 2016, my co-opposition also did that. Co-opposition, I knew my bit me for food. Why you say I'm young, Mamma, what me what the moon? Hey, what there would be Muntia. And sometimes me who many are non MP before, names and more Mokekana. I can understand. I've gone through that stage before. Hey! And especially we shall one defeat Lunswa. You won't be there since 1996. 1.7 million votes. Aha! 1.7 million votes. You won't be there since 1996. Aha! It's a baby Saba. Senyanko Pam Bam who therapies are. What one you obey me about them? Me come draw. Look, me say Nyanko Pom Ambe Mu Amawan who therapies. I'm a young cancer. What me about them? What to wow words way or want to ma? It's immediate baby. I mean, who are I try to sympathize with them because I've gone through that stage before. The year 2016. Sure. Massa. Easy. Cry.
I see. Beyond 1 year in power, no, and the Inquisitor front page. What do picture ba? And what they are told was Zambia, okay, minimum say, okay, dear, and you be so catray. Edudzi backs Office of the Special Prosecutor. What kind of sir?
Oh yeah. Maybe honestly, me, I don't see the pages in here. Obeka say, yeah, scrapping that office. Ojaji. Na sabi. The say conversation there bano. Me who say Parliament na de emra no de buy. Including them here. They go back to 26 October 2017. A brand new Parliament a debate Samrano. In a meko take MPs ni and some only na kekaye. Or the young for or say chairman Sabonsi. Yemame Gloria Kufu. Honorable Haruna Edudzi. Honorable Inusa Husseini. Roxin Dafiama for Obi Biasama Oka Ye Benadanya for during the debate, Andre Japamesa, during the debate on the passage of the office of the special prosecutor. And when I look at the debate then, and in some way, I think that there is no basis to scrap the office. Look, Minya, in fact, Oshe, 12th November 1956. But your date near then? 12th November.
Okay.
1956. How many years ago?
Hey, 1956.
1956.
A bit more.
Almost 70 years plus. And
sure.
Not the same thing, not a war or such. In fact, on that day, 12th November 1956, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, not only the leader of government business, Oba Parliament. Oba Parliament concern already FRC, your Attorney General, and whether the Attorney General na so on your politician, that's a partisan person, and also on your professional. What you mean? And the debate is there. Concerns Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah every year. Mekai Emra Nanado Dankwe Gufado, President Kufo appointed no as Attorney General the year 2001. Subsequent MPP 2016 manifesto. It was a parliamentary handout on 26 October 2017. It captures said the office of the special prosecutor is part of the MPP 2016 manifesto. Eventually, NDC Amanyoku Eka say, war, party na edge probity and accountability etu. Now, the idea of corruption and its impact on poverty and our development is huge. In fact, the United Nations UNDP, which almost statistics on the impact of corruption among others. And so you can be a state officer which will help us fight against corruption. But what I say, and at that time, we should debate now. Mekai Osechi Menshabunshi and some of Kanye, Minya Yabuabia Samoa, and some of Kanye on the floor. A Japana, as some of Mokaye, and you may do, as some of Kanye, NDCMP, Saruna Edrisu, Onikahum, and some of Mokaye answer. Parliament passes Sambrana. Clearly, me who any basis. Rebecca C.H. now so at their scrapping the office. I think that we must draw the distinction. The office and who occupies it. But what I say?
Okay.
If Lubia occupy now, no, Sebi, or Mono Homodia, it's a different matter.
All right. Lawyer and Sana Yabeba, two separate entities here, can once the office and the occupant, no? Can we look at the performance and the impact of the office itself since its inception?
KPI has been at the office now. Key performance indicators been at the office now. So, an opay over studio, will produce a beba or bar or so advert saying Into all interview will be answered. You need to pause and read out these adverts. Through the adverts, in a month, almost how many adverts in a show ya or the other? Sikasem was generating. Business and our buy. Interviews and were conducted. Resource persons men. Stories a trendy na. Stories now creative problem and organization now. Your friend the key performance indicators KPI. KPI been at the office no. Minya. Because if we don't know the KPI, what will be the basis for comparison or judgment? What are we judging them based on? In any case, the office is barely 7 years, and 2017 till now.
Ubisa will be at Dobekane say, Office of the Special Prosecutor, the say by to fight corruption. And 5 years near now you boom kuntania corruption cases. Our office no Eddie and in Kunimua a dear bar and a year. And the mapping you almost say.
Corruption fighting sometimes is not necessarily a conversation about conviction. It's also deterrence. The mere fact that Minister Office be or Sam, be a misro. Or does it?
That's right.
Me be a misro because Min say, Ebia, just by example, Obi Obet Miaka say, Ocean a political history. Hardly. In fact, hardly in our baby say Attorney General or no why investigate your non party member. But look, President Kufuor be a president 8 solid years. But you the only person not by a investigate or prosecute a malamisa. And no cranan crofos malamisa crash and uncle MPP ni bapa. Nankasadi and Nankayan investigating about what way PAC means here. 8 years of President Kufuor. In fact, at a point, President Kufuor say Office of Accountability at the Office of the President. Ekusi saying NDC by 8 years. Abuga Pele. Okay. Okay, Abuga Pele. President Nanado Danko Kufado by 8 years. 8 years no. MPP ni baba pana. President Kufado abai ankasa Attorney General Yemami Gloria Kufu ana go Freddy Egwadami e investigate ya or prosecute ye. Uni mo bi a sermon. But only mo bizarre.
Beka kaya.
One who say okra was struggle so beka kai. But so cases emrekuna nanado man penino Office of Special Prosecutor investigate the then PPA Chief Executive Officer ABAJ. Okay, contract for sale.
Yeah.
Amana say ye wejuma. Okay.
Contract for sale abankesium.
Na send your friend PPA boss. What's your name company say talent discovery. The brother and brother-in-law a down noir or monia contract, procurement contract and others. Rufiana. Sebi okay, Yamami Cecilia Kapa investigation by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And many others. Intina Yekomu say from your independence, no, it is always after a binding so. And see it in Sebi. And now NDC Attorney General Abbey. One will say some former appointees they have been investigated. At least some are before court. And you understand? All those are things that happened when Nanado was president. I know what Attorney General and how come say all those investigative bodies never saw those things happening? How come? It's also a political history now. Not Akoba say, and maybe no say Yankasano yentimi and yet peer review among ourselves. So the whole intention is a young pair office beer, regardless of whether NDC or NPP no. On found. It's also and run parliament pass a law. Omo can say the special prosecutor you have managed 7 years non-renewable term. Or just 7 years media, it doesn't matter. He must go home. It doesn't matter. He must go home. Okay, I'm not president, Nanado Danko Kufado. And yet, the same special prosecutor in an investigating Northern Development Authority issue. No, so okay. Assemble Court, Tamale High Court, Assembly Court, Tamale High Court. Case now, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Edeko Court or Honor. At the end of the day, Attorney General found a prosecution witness, SP, found a prosecution witness, Judge, and they said, yes, they have made a prima facie case. I'm an afraid witnesses. Now he had asked the accused persons to open their defense. So I want us to do this discussion dispassionate, no emotions. Let's look at, interrogate the numbers. It's a very simple conversation.
Okay, FM.
Two, like I said, you need to know the occupant of the office from the office itself. Said you will say, well, Nipana occupy no embo number. Constitution say, said the Emrano say, the occupant no. So ye adie na enya adie eso moa tini you. You will quite see a baby in office no by Article 146 of the Constitution. Article 146 of the Constitution. Simple. And that one requires evidence. You bring a petition, you state your grounds, your evidence. No cases is here. Petition Bikra Command Peniho. While refer their command Chief Justice. The Chief Justice find it said there is a prima facie case. The Chief Justice very honest or better a committee to investigate. At the end, if the work of the committee says he needs to go home, that's it. So we can draw a clear distinction. And in fact, one of the grounds are incompetent, stated misbehavior. So yours is to go and say, when I say this man is incompetent, KPI when to for failure, simple. Simple.
Lawyer, reasons in be I believe say I don't know any pebia yen as was in Kebeyanka office no yen scrapping off on the year. Bako from Mensha South MP, who is accusing the office of abuse of power.
So file a petition. What was I say? File a petition. Main case in the year 2017, when your papa is friend with Dr. Puni.
Cocoa board.
Okay.
Cocoa board.
Fantastic. Now the then CEO of Yoko, they didn't kick him off. Police need penny be a power charm. It's President Anado Dankwa Kufado appointed his own by Yoko boss. And also, investigation, FA Cocoa board affairs and Opuni. Almost starting investigation around April 2017 and almost all my freezing the account. You're freezing the account on your access to the account. So until April 2018, a year after, in the court said, after 1 year, the freezing order must be taken off. In a Yakobo Mua. Yoko Farmer Court. A file application on my court. Guess what? Yenya fee court. Them were not judging a grantee application or you freezing order. Yenya fee court them one a Yoko as a buyer as party. Ebe file an application to freeze the account again in a judging a grantee. Then we file an application or motion to set aside that freezing order. Say after 1 year, ABCD. So the man should be allowed to have access to his account. Minia. Judge no, OTA argument in Nigeria or say I will err on the side of caution by refusing the application to defreeze the account. Yankasa in the Supreme Court. You do Supreme Court for certiorari. In moving the application for certiorari, Messinia Samuel Kujo. A year no. A judge for the Supreme Court, Ebisa Yoko lawyer, Mrs. Avotre. I still remember vividly. Say, Mame. Now Yoko na Parliament he pass act no. Sana yese monfambe juma. Was it to come and abuse the fundamental rights of people? Is that why the office was established? In fact, me can say judge for no be a lawyer for Yoko. This is about to say, now, mammy, I will hey. What say? Opuniji say 23,000 cities if an account more. And more investigating. If that is the case, freeze that particular transaction, 23,000, and allow him to use the account. Because you say you want to preserve it for the purpose of investigation. Also, Nipanaki is 23,000. Meanwhile, you have frozen an account that contains money more than 23,000. Does it make sense? In open court, the judges were so angry and told the lawyer for Yoko, said, look, we are not going to allow you to turn the Yoko into a monster. Abuse of office. Yakasi and Scrappy Yoko. Huh? Minia. Yakasi and Scrappy Yoko. No. You deal with the officers and allow the institution to grow. Sabi. Which security agency will Mamuha accuse your mother of abuse of office? Is it Ghana Armed Forces? Even National Security will blame them. Is it Ghana Police? Which of the security agencies has never been accused of abuse of office? Maybe so. So we can draw a line between the office, the occupants, and look at their respective competences. In any case, the maker of the law say, Unipa, Odi 7 years. Kisi always is here. 1 year out of 7 years, why you move 5? I can't 2 years, no. Non-renewable. And yet those officers are said you appointed unless you call retirement and salvage me few office with the parliament said that be 10 years, 7 years, year, so why you with Juma 1 year with Juma, back on your manako. That ends it. So Parliament itself envies it. He said, Bibi Sabit Nyaba. It was a year mark the occupant 7 years non-renewable term. Yapon.
Lawyer, in your view, we are kind of 2 years here, young Chama on Chamiana.
At this point, that question is no longer relevant because there are petitions before the president, petitions before the chief justice. So at the end of the day, chief justice Ben Ejuma, if he finds out there are enough grounds for you to be removed, whether I count 2 years or I count 2 years, so that will be the end.
And if in absence of, if there was to be an absence of a friend and petition, Idianka, probably you will wish to send 2 years in your money.
No, that's what the lawyer, the lawmaker did. Parliament Ankasan did 2 7 years non-renewable term. Sasu say, hey, Kisi is a young man. He also graduated 50 years. So that's it. But in 2 years' time, whether open or unpool, you go. Thankfully, they are even petitioned. So the Chief Justice will do his work. If at the end, the Chief Justice in the end, or said there is a basis, that ends it. And you understand? But should that be the basis to say you are scrapping the office? No.
All right. I am quite difficult for office holders to criticize and to share views on another office holder, especially when it comes to the performance whilst in office. Can this uncle maybe say, personally, say, Ode, Kiseja be performance to Senia, satisfactory and
maybe say, one will say there is a process, even for HR conversation, you will be a friend of KPIs, performance indicators. Performance indicators, Ben and Bejinaso, I can say, the Juma Wayano, satisfactory, and maybe I'm a win. There is an HR department. They were bored. At the end of the day, my board name. At the end of the day, my workers and my performance review of them. Can I just open my mouth and say your work is not satisfactory? That be Obi director. There are key performance indicators. Ejuma is so on here. At the end of the day, so when me and say Ejuma now, make now some mark say your work is not satisfactory. Ejuma ben here the action inside. Mr. Ejuma ben here the action inside.
No, in as much as be a name the terms of reference, no,
the KPIs.
Anyway, and then I will Canadian here. And see that didn't mean be and over the weekend, no. Does it stand to be true, sir? And now do you side with it, sir? Or be best case from the word go and now from the onset, how we constituted the office of the special prosecutor, no? Now there were some deficiencies. Do I am correct?
Look, Sebio Nana do decisions or be created the office. I believe right from the beginning, make us say I don't support their office because from 1956 when I started this debate, and we go full circle too. They experimented the office of the special prosecutor. When we say we had a special prosecutor in this country, eventually we ended up prosecuting him for taking money.
The special prosecutor?
Yes, Apia. You can see on your investigation in Coles Motors. We or discuss with Coles Motors. Say Jabba, Henry Jabba, and I send your friend. One of Jabba. We discuss in the hall. I want the London Ghana Commercial Bank London branch account. Assembly by a yet call court or two Chicano a London branch account. It's a Ghana court, any to me one so.
This is called London.
This is called London. Can you imagine? Ghana, yeah, back was very interesting. Yeah, experimented the office of special prosecutor. I could see saying it may from the beginning make us. But that time, no NDC now who oppose here. They're not MPP for no country and then say yes, because not ye corrupt because near fear BM 2016. Into the Rebecca Biano almost all months because we are corrupt and we are afraid of the office. Yes, okay, sir, with your mon set it up. Now, Nanado set the office in the up no. Or said that pan work of our Martinamidu, so Omedi office na kind. Because that time the NDC had fallen out with Martinamidu. Deliberate. Because till at the time Nanado set up that office in 2017. But you're telling you. When him say, what set the office no crown? Now we use the Attorney General to prosecute former NDC appointees. Sebi. NCA matter no Attorney General starting here May. Yen can start time na office no crown here then my.
Lawyer, what kind of Fred Damiana?
Okay, Gloria Kufu.
Okay.
Smith OBS asem one are investigating here. And ya Attorney General a prosecute here. And ya Attorney General Yoko. Any police for Sagrame, and ya Attorney General police for Smith OBS, and ya Attorney General any Yoko for any winner. Banking sector collapse, and ya Attorney General any police for the year. At that time, was there no office of special prosecutor? There was. What are we talking about?
I see. Now, lawyer, but could be just say, your friend is a lawyer Martinamidu. I wouldn't be when I came about could be said. The addition is 1 year.
Uncle see a mother serpent of corruption.
Maybe that's it. Oja walk, you know. I term for you to be answered. Say, I did the answer. Nasasen yet. Nasa the assassin and I ran a year. Assassin, their name, you say.
Sɛ nanka Martina Mido ankwɛ sɛ ɔyɛ corruption risk assessment of a Japade la sɛ nanka no wɔ hɔ. Me the first case a Martina Mido they call court ɛwɔ Ghana ha. Na me need the lawyer for the accused person. Me tria wo court ama judge no at the end of the day me a submission of no case na on me ya agree in obo case go.
I see.
The first case, Martina Midu at the court as special prosecutor. I was lawyer for the accused person. If there is a special prosecutor, right, what kind I go through, I am research. I'm sure I'll be one of them. Nana, I mean, I know you are. Young Koya Juma Magana.
Lawyer, yes, that's the power that you know.
That's the power.
Lawyer Godwin Edudzi Tamakloe and I had a Chichion Commando or your aid to President John Dramani Mahama. I am Ranimuni Sansi NPA boss.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.